The idea I'm thinking about today is fragile masculinity and the way that term gets used to debase people. So let's put a thought experiment together. Let's say in a group of people, someone says something sexist against women, and a woman speaks up. It is generally okay for a woman to be offended on behalf of all women, to be personally offended by a statement that isn't about her, but about women in general. If a guy says, yeah, women are not as smart as men, she can speak up, and the negative repercussion that might happen is she'll be called a feminist. Gender reverse it. If you have a group and someone says, yeah, men are all pigs, men are all rapists, men are all potential rapists, and a guy speaks up and says, well, I'm not, and that's an unfair thing to say, the worst that's going to happen to him is that someone will say that that's fragile masculinity and accuse him of being all #not all men. The difference in those two things, the difference in those two outcomes, is that feminism is an ideology. Describing someone as a feminist is not a personal attack anyway. Even if you hate feminists, calling someone a feminist is just a description of what they potentially believe. And you can attack feminism without attacking a person. To say that someone's masculinity is so fragile is an insult to their core person. It's a psychological insult. And I think those are two very different things. And throwing around ideas of toxic masculinity or fragile masculinity is doing much more harm than good, to say the least. I don't see I do see a benefit in causing people to question their masculinity and their definitions of masculinity, but I don't see a benefit in insulting someone's masculinity, in not separating the idea from the person, not separating the idea from the gender, not separating the idea